Hey everyone, welcome back to another DC Multiverse review, and today we're going to be checking out the Target exclusive DC Rebirth Supergirl. Now let's set this figure aside and let's check out the box real quick and what it comes with. It comes with the flight stand, which I already have out. Obviously this is the McFarlane packaging, as we're all accustomed to, with the gold label right here. It does come with a trading card and a black figure stand. On the side we can see it's DC Rebirth Supergirl. On the back we have a great image of Supergirl, but for now let's take a quick look at the figure itself. And for the most part the head sculpt looks great. I like it. Again, McFarlane does great comic book faces over their live action faces. The hair is nice. It does have like a wash to it that brings out a lot of the sculpting, which I do think is really cool. The face and the eyes look great. It's a very good head sculpt in my opinion. And the S is painted on, which looks nice. It does have like a metallic shine to it, and so does the top of the skirt, the belt. And then for the most part this is just all solid plastic. And then of course a cloth cape, which I do think is a very nice touch. For starters, for some articulation, the head can look side to side. It's not really hindered by the hair, which is nice. You can't look up whatsoever because of the hair. And then she can look down about that much. She can slightly tilt her head, but not by much. For the shoulder, she can go up about this much, which is great. And then of course double bend at the elbow with your McFarlane wrist that can hinge, swivel. She can crunch forward this much. She can crunch back about that much, which is good. So you can get some decent flight poses. And then she can pivot this way and pivot that way, which I think is pretty good. Here's where we get to the issue. This is all rubber, and it's pretty stiff rubber for the skirt. So the articulation you're going to get out of it is about that much out. And then that much forward. That much back. That's pretty much all you're gonna get. And then there's really no thigh rotation whatsoever. And then double bend at the knee, which is good. And then ankles that can hinge up, swerve, and then you got toe articulation. Another thing I do not like is the way that they do the boots with this just big ball joints. It just doesn't look good. So the main issues I do have with this figure is the reuse, and I'm going to bring in where most of the reuse comes from, which I find odd because this is, in my opinion, an excellent figure, and it just doesn't translate well to Supergirl, and that's the Nightfall Catwoman. As you can see, they do share the same arms, and you can even see the sculpting of the seam of like the rubber glove is the same on Supergirl, and again this is supposed to be one solid piece. So you can see that. And then the next thing are the legs, which you can see here, her boots go all the way up and it is sculpted. And it's the same for Supergirl. As you can see here, it's sculpted, but then there's just no paint whatsoever on top. And so I don't know, I just find it odd because Supergirl does sometimes have high boots, but not like this. So that's one inaccuracy. And even in the box art, we can see, if I can bring it up right here, it just doesn't make sense why they would reuse this and not at least paint it. Another weird thing are the ankles. I think these might be from Batgirl, but I am not sure. But they just don't look good. As you can see, that it just breaks up the sculpt, and I don't know why McFarlane decided to reuse old parts when they had a good thing going here. And I've seen collectors mod their Supergirl with leg swapping or painting the legs themselves. And that's not something I was interested in doing, but for the most part I do want to preserve this figure how it is. But I just still find it weird on choosing those parts to reuse. And bringing in this Raven figure, you can tell that the arms are similar, but there's no seam of like a glove. So I don't know why if they were going to use parts, I don't know why they don't just reuse parts from her and maybe even the legs. But I don't know. But getting into it, here are some comparisons. Starting off with Nightfall Catwoman. There she is next to Donna Troy. There's Supergirl next to Batman, Nightwing, and Robin. There's Supergirl next to some other Target exclusive figures and some Walmart Gold Label exclusive figures. For accessories, I did mention that Supergirl does come with her trading card, and she also comes with 2 display stands. So overall, this figure is heavily reused, doesn't have that much articulation or let alone accessories, but I do think it's a solid figure, especially if you can get it at Target right now. I do know they have it on sale for like $15. That's when I got mine. Again, I do wish this was a better version. This was somewhat of a disappointment, especially since I was looking forward to getting this Supergirl, but I do think it's good enough. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Are you going to pick her up? Have you picked her up? Just let me know all your thoughts, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.